Hello everyone, today I'm going to tell you 6 ways you can earn tokens in Rec Room more efficiently. That's a fancy word for faster. I also have 2 bonus strategies at the end for getting items you want as well. If you find this video helpful, don't hesitate to use code TARA in Rec Room or hit that support button on my profile in-game. Rumor has it that if you do, Coach will award you 1,000,000 tokens. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Well, let's get started, shall we? Number 1. Playing Rec Room Originals. The fastest way to earn tokens as a broke human being is to play Rec Room Originals. You can get a free token box at the end of each round. It's random, not guaranteed, and it's also not always going to present you with the tokens option. It might just be film or a piece of clothing or some root beer or something. But if you do see the tokens option, it will range from about 10 to 100 tokens. If you have Rec Room Plus, you receive double when it appears. If you're wondering what the most optimal Rec Room Originals are, let me tell you. If you're by yourself, bowling in a private lobby will be boring as heck, but it's doable. Paddleball. Some people swear by it and other people, like me, can't stand it. I can't help it, it's super annoying, and in my experience, I actually don't receive many boxes from it overall. My go-to has always been dodgeball. If you compete with one friend and just hit each other repeatedly, you can go through many rounds quickly. 3D charades has also been generous in my experience. The Rec Room Originals you probably want to avoid are Stunt Runner, Rec Royale, and Disc Golf, as those take some time to complete a round. It's not great for your ego, but dying on a solo round of a quest is another way to get a game done quickly. Please note there is a limit to how many rewards boxes you can farm in a day. Number 2. Saving over spending. Alright, time for an important life lesson. If you're always broke in Rec Room, the problem might be you. There, I said it. You have to learn to think long-term and not just in the here and now. If you find yourself constantly splurging on Rec Room consumables, throwing pointless pizza parties with your friends, gifting everyone around you, including the 6-year-old squeaker in the rec center you just met, then you need to rein in your spending habits, my friend. As they say, it's not what you make, it's what you spend. What are your goals? Is it just to have tokens for the sake of it? Or do you actually want to have a certain amount at all times for special limited time items like the Amulet of Elsewhere or Science Invasion Halo? Remind yourself then every time you make a purchase, do I really need this or am I just acting because of FOMO? Will I really wear this item? There's also a lot of hype over choosing tokens in reward boxes, but if you see a clothing item you'll actually wear, well, that's more valuable than the token. So I say choose whatever works best for you in the moment. Just remember that you have to have a strategy or you'll be broke at all times. Number 3, completing the daily challenges. I swear, people forget that the daily challenges exist. They're never difficult. All you have to do is 3 things and they're all fairly straightforward. Cheer someone, make a basket in the rec center, complete 1 round of Golden Trophy, visit a community map, kill 5 goblins in Golden Trophy, etc. And you get a 4-star box at the end. At which point, you just simply select tokens if the option pops up. Hey, voila! 365 days a year you can have an opportunity for extra tokens in Rec Room. Be a responsible individual and set yourself a daily alarm in your phone calendar or something. Before you know it, you'll be rolling in the dough. Number 4, buying the starter pack. This one is for people who do have access to some money, so broke people, y'all can just skip this part, I guess. So when you're new to Rec Room, there's this thing called a starter pack. You get a hoodie, some consumables, and 5,500 tokens for $5 US. Normally for $5 US, you only get 2,500 tokens. Also, according to the Rec Room fandom page, the longer you go as a new player without purchasing the starter pack, the more tempting and lucrative the deal gets. Allegedly, you can see deals that go up to 11,500 tokens for that same $5. I'm pretty sure that when I bought mine, I got a similar deal to that. Unfortunately, it's been a long time since I purchased this, so I honestly forget, but let me know in the comments if you've purchased the starter pack option and seen these deluxe deals pop up. Number 5, entering contests. I know this is a bit of a stretch because any contest Rec Room comes out with, the competition is fierce, but you can literally make 250,000 tokens up to 2,000,000 tokens for winning a build contest. Each person on the build team wins that amount too, it's not split. You do not have to pay anything in Rec Room to access the Maker Pen. YouTube is free, so you can watch online tutorials, practice, and get good. There's also free classes in the game too. Yeah, it might take some time and it's not for everyone, but being part of the successful creator ecosystem is one way to guarantee you'll never have to worry about tokens again. Also, gold items and seller swag. Need I say more? Number 6, make and sell stuff. Along with the previous point about entering contests, you can always make and sell inventions, dorm skins, custom clothing, etc. in Rec Room for tokens. Yes, you're gonna have to have Rec Room Plus to do this, so if you're determined to not spend any money in the game, then this option probably isn't for you. Just remember though, it takes money to make money sometimes. Wow, this video is full of some really poignant lessons, I know. Hope you're writing these down. For me personally, I'm not really that great with the Maker Pen, and I haven't taken the time to learn, so I make clever, or cringe, depending on who you ask, Holotar dorm greetings. Even if you just know how to make basic items, surely there's a demand for what you can come up with. Once you list your invention in the store, you can track the stats of the sales on your rec.net account. You don't even have to be a great artist to make things like custom shirts. Simple designs are sometimes the most effective. It's all about doing your research to find out what is popular that would sell. Making rooms and putting consumables and unlockable things in them like flying is another major way people earn tokens. Just please don't be one of those people who puts a bunch of costumes in a room and calls it like Poppy Playtime Costume World 876 or whatever. That's just not cool. And now let's talk about 2 bonus strategies for getting items in Rec Room, because after all, that's the goal here. Get tokens, buy expensive items. The first one is begging. Alright, I don't know what this video is turning into. Some of these quote-unquote tricks are really just questionable at best. I really debated including this one at all, to be honest. The last thing we ever need in Rec Room are more gift beggars. Let's be completely real. But if there is an item you really want and you have genuinely tried all the other tricks listed here, from playing Rec Room Originals daily in an optimal manner until you maxed out on boxes, you've saved and not bought anything superfluous, and you're really all out of ideas, there is this option. And maybe let's not even call it begging. Let's call it asking politely periodically out of desperation. I know it sucks when a new storefront comes out and you see a clothing item or weapon skin you just know would suit you so well that you have to have it. The problem is that it's likely upwards of 4,000 tokens, and your balance is sitting somewhere around the 400 mark. Stealing mom's credit card? Sadly not an option. Getting a job? Let's not resort to drastic measures here. So the remaining route is to swallow your pride and go ask a close friend. You can even phrase it like something like this.
I super love that new Angel Halo, but I can't afford it. If someone was to gift it to me, I'd probably be so grateful and definitely return the favor in the future.
Now, some people clearly don't have friends, or friends with money, because I often see them milling about these new storefronts, waiting for people with drip to come along, and they pounce like rabid wild animals. Except they're rabid wild level 3s with a name like Greedy Grasshopper 6124. Now this is also a bad strategy. Sure, it might yield results, but we want to do things in a respectable way, a classy way. So if you're going to ask strangers in the rec center for new items that just came out, you'd best watch some YouTube videos first on how to be a good salesman. Think of 2 to 3 reasons why this item is something you really believe would be a great addition to your wardrobe and style, and lead with that. If it was me, I'd say something like,
"Hey stranger, you look like you have some tokens lying around in your Rec Room account. This new set of butterfly wings just came out, and honestly, this is one item I've been thinking non-stop would complete my outfit. If you gifted them to me, I'd be extremely appreciative. But if not, no worries."
Literally anyone that I know who has tokens to spare and had someone ask that politely would probably be so taken aback, they'd just gift the person. This is the only perk from gift beggars being so rampant in Rec Room. You'll surprise people if you ask in an eloquent manner, because literally no one takes the time to do this. So if they do, I think they'd be surprised at the results. In summary, I do think that asking for what you want has its place in this ecosystem. Just please, please, don't overdo it. And the second one is to gift yourself. Now this isn't necessarily a tokens trick, but just as a bonus token savings tip. There's a Friendotron machine in the rec center. It moves around, but there's always at least one of them hiding somewhere. The purpose of this machine is that you can send a free gift to 1 or 2 friends every day. It's a consumable, which could be film, a KO sticker, or some donuts. However, sometimes you'll luck out and this will be a bottle of bubbly, and those are 1,000 tokens each. If you can get over the fact that you're literally gifting yourself, and that could be perceived as incredibly selfish, then you can get free consumables daily. Just depends on how strong your moral compass is, I suppose. I've heard you can also spam the button to get more than one gift, but I haven't personally tried it. What does this have to do with tokens, you're thinking? Well, if you already have food in your backpack, you'll be less tempted to buy any when you're hanging out with friends. A lot of these frugality principles apply to real life too, you know, using what you have in your fridge or pantry before you go grocery shopping, and never shop hungry. Life lessons with Tarapeutic. You're welcome. At the end of the day, Rec Room is a free game and they don't owe us any ways of getting tokens. I think they make it fairly easy and straightforward to earn their currency. And I don't mind paying for Rec Room Plus because it means I can sell my inventions and make that money back. I'm also pretty tired of people saying Rec Room is just a cash grab because it costs a lot of money to run the game and it's not pay to win. You can enjoy the game whether you sink any real money into it or not. And that's an often overlooked point. I hope these strategies have given you some thoughts on how to better manage your Rec Room bank account. And let me know if I missed anything or if I was completely out to lunch on any of these points. And then head over to this video on the screen here next. It's guaranteed to entertain you or your tokens back. Whatever that means.